Nice work. You've made it to the last video in this topic. In this video, we're going to be having a look at the web development toolkit. We'll be talking about text editors and browsers. Let's do it. So just like a builder has a toolkit of hammers, drills, and other tools, there is also the web development toolkit. The first tool we need is a text editor. This is where code is written and edited. The tool we're going to be using in this course is VS Code. It's what is called an Integrated Development Environment, or IDE, which has a lot of features to make writing code easier and more efficient. It's 100% free, and you can download it from code.visualstudio.com. I've posted a link in the description below. Once you've installed VS Code, you should eventually see a welcome page that looks like this. In the next topic, we'll be coding our first page. And usually to get started, under the Start heading over here, we'd either start a new file or open up an existing file or folder. Now, you're probably not going to have anything under Recent, because it's likely you've never created any coding files before. In my VS Code, I'm showing recent files and folders that I've been working with. Let's now have a look at this left navigation bar. The first tab, Explorer, is where you open folders, and it is where our folders and files will be located. The Search tab allows you to search through all your files to look for specific keywords. You can also search and replace them. Source control and debugging, don't worry about for now. And the last tab here, Extensions, is where we can install useful tools into VS Code. It's kind of like the App Store or Google Play Store for VS Code, where the community has created useful tools that make our coding more efficient. And we'll be installing some of these as we move through the course. The last thing I want to show you is in the settings here. You can choose your own visual theme. If I go to Themes and click Color Theme, you'll see I have a list of inbuilt themes I can choose. The theme I'm using is Dark Modern. And for the version of Visual Code Studio I have, this is the default theme. Now, you can choose whatever theme you like, but I would suggest using the theme I'm using, just so that everything you see in my videos will perfectly match what you have on your end. Just to show you what this does if we pick another theme, I'm going to choose something quite different, like red. You'll see straight away that we get a totally different color theme in VS Code. Alright, I'm just going to change it back to the default theme. There are also a bunch of other settings you can tinker with. If I click on the cog icon and click Settings, there is a lot you can change. For example, you can change the font size, or even the font family. I'm not going to change any of these, I just wanted to show you that there are settings you can change. As I mentioned, we're going to be creating our first coding file in the next topic. So for now, as long as you can successfully install VS Code, you're doing well. Now you can also use a regular text editor, which comes pre-installed on your device to write code. I have a Mac, which is TextEdit for me. But this is not recommended as it lacks essential features and functionality. So we'll be using VS Code. The next tool we need is a browser. The browser is where code is rendered, run, and tested. The browser I'll be using in this course is Google Chrome. Chrome is the browser of choice as it has very powerful development tools, which we'll see later on in the course. It is also free and you can download it from google.com/Chrome. I've posted a link in the description below. Once you've downloaded it and opened it for the first time, it will look something like this. Now, of course, there are other browsers like Firefox, but Chrome is the most popular choice among developers. Just to round out this video, it's important to understand that a text editor is used for all programming languages, like JavaScript, Ruby, Python, etc. We'll be using this throughout the course to write all our code. On the other hand, the browser is only used to run and view HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is primarily a front-end tool. Later in the course, we will be using back-end and database-specific tools, but for now, this is all we need to get started. Congratulations, you've reached the end of this topic, Introduction to Web Development. Hi, I'm Dan and thanks for watching. I was like you not too long ago. Eager to learn how to code, I was trying my best to teach myself. My journey was a frustrating one. To get a solid base, I had to jump between different YouTube playlists, Udemy courses, online tools, and the occasional book to connect the dots. Having been through this, I realized how much easier it would have been if there was just one course by one excellent teacher that comprehensively covered everything you needed to know in a fun and engaging way. That's why I created Future Fullstack, the world's best online full-stack web development bootcamp. It's a mammoth and detailed course by one dude, where together we'll conquer the steep learning curve and get you the solid foundation in full-stack web development needed to kick off your career or launch your dream web app. To continue watching the selection of videos that are uploaded on YouTube, click the playlist here. And click here to subscribe to the channel to get updates on new releases. And if you are serious about learning full-stack web development, then head on over to futurefullstack.com to learn more about my full course. See you in the next video.